Hi, everyone. This is Len. Welcome back, or maybe I should say, welcome back to me. It's been a minute since I've made a video on my channel. Today is March 2nd, 2025, and I've been retired now for 8 months. And I've been pretty busy the last 8 months. I took up the YouTube channel just before I retired as a way to sort of journey my way through retirement. And I've been collecting content over time, which I'm going to begin posting now. But I found myself quite busy over the last 8 months and perhaps started my YouTube channel a little bit too ambitiously and should have held off a while. But I feel like I've reached a point now in my retirement where I'm working out a schedule and a routine, and I'll be able to get back to adding content a little bit more frequently. One of the things I've done over time, a lot of it's been traveling. So I uploaded a number of shorts and some longer videos on our trip up to Alaska, which happened in the fall of 2024. Also, I will have or will shortly be doing after this video goes up, loading a bunch of content that I've had while traveling through Turkey and Cyprus. And I traveled through the Turkish Northern Republic of Cyprus, which is a very different area than perhaps the area you may be thinking of, which is primarily in the European Union. And Cyprus itself is one of the few divided nations left in the world where there's physically a fence running between the European side and the Turkish Northern Republic side of the nation. And I'll post some content around that and some of the learnings and stories I saw around that side of my travels. But just wanted to say that I do plan to come back on load more content. I'm going to be doing still quite a bit of traveling. My wife and I really enjoy our travels domestically, internationally, and I want to share some of that with my subscribers so that you can see some of the places where we're going. Maybe you'll have an interest someday to travel yourself, or maybe you just can't do that, and it's a little way of virtually taking a tour with us of some of the places in the world. So I welcome you to do that and maybe enjoy. Hopefully I can capture content that is interesting to you. In terms of the retirement, I would say I'm still sort of bouncing around on the my purpose in retirement. I am consulting now. I'm doing about 30 to 40 hours a month of consulting. I started that in November, and I enjoy it. When I'm actually doing that work, I'm lost in the moment and time flies by. So my passion for my area of expertise, that area of chemistry, agricultural sciences, still is very much ingrained in me, and I very much enjoy doing work in that area and sharing my knowledge and expertise with others who will benefit from it. So I do enjoy that, but I want it to be more than that in my retirement, and maybe this YouTube channel will be part of it. We'll give it another shot here and see how it goes. And still looking to see whether there's one or two other things out there. I think focus is probably better because I'm, rather than spreading myself out kind of like peanut butter on a piece of bread, it may be better to focus a little bit in two or three areas of passion that I can really delve into and put my time and my true effort into to do it well. So that's kind of what I'm looking for at this point. I will say that we did have a really nice holiday at the end of last year. It was the first time in 40 years that I could enjoy the holidays and not have issues at work hanging over my head or other obligations, and really enjoyed having a lot of family around for Thanksgiving here in the U.S. It was a wonderful time. We probably had about 20 people at dinner that particular day, and then having relatives here during the Christmas time celebrating with us, enjoying the holidays, and just really being able to relax, unwind, and suck it up, and not have to worry about a whole lot of other things in my life during that period of time. And then getting into 2025, my wife and I did some travel down into the Carolinas and Florida in mid January into early February. Unfortunately, a little bit of that winter weather followed us down to the Carolinas. We were in Hilton Head, and the first time they had snow in 7 years. Lucky us. So we were sort of down there enjoying the moment there. They're not very well equipped to manage snow down in the Carolinas, especially South Carolina. And so it took them a little while to kind of get things back up and running again. But then we headed down to Florida, spent some time down there, which was really enjoyable. And it tends to be something we want to continue to repeat during the really cold snap period of time up here in the Northeast. We want to spend a little bit more time down in the warmer weather, but yet still maintain our home here. We just enjoy the four seasons, and the fall and spring here is just beautiful. So that's some of the things I've been up to. I would say on the financial side of things of retirement, no big surprises so far. I can just emphasize that continuing to have your plan and review your plan and have a monthly budget, something you expect to spend, and then what did you really spend and how are you doing versus the plan, and what threw you off track, and maybe what you want to be thinking about for your future planning, versus whatever assets you're working off of, or income, so that you maintain a good balance between what you're spending and what your income is, because that's really what it's all about. A lot of people ask questions about, well, how much do I need to retire? And the real question to be asking yourself is, how much I'm going to spend in retirement, because that's going to dictate how much you need to save. And there's plenty of models out there that can help people with that. Personally, I use what used to be called New Retirement, but is now called Boldin, Boldin. A subscription to that is $120 a year. And it is a very useful tool to help you model what your goals are, how much you have, where are you today, what do you need to do in order to get there, and when you finally do reach your goal of retirement, or whatever the goal may be that you're planning for, how do you continue to check in on, am I on track, and do I need to make any adjustments in my spending plans, and so on. I think the only real surprise I had was the day before we had relatives arriving from overseas for the holidays. Our water heater pretty much just sprung a leak. I think the glass liner in the water heater failed. And here in the US, we have these large water heaters. So it's a 75-gallon water heater. It failed. And so that was a little bit of a surprise. It was an unexpected $4,000 expenditure that I had to deal with. But you know, I plan for that. I plan for the unexpected, to put a little bit of a kitty away to make sure that I can deal with those kinds of issues. And then I plan for the expected things, which are things like, in a couple of years, I need to replace the heating and air conditioning system in the house, and some other major projects that might need to be done around our home. I've planned for those in my future looking expense plans. That help me know whether my spending today is on track with what I expect in the future, and my revenue and my assets that I have. So anyway, so that's sort of my financial side of it. All else is good. I enjoy retirement. I enjoy the freedom in life to do what I choose to do. My wife and I are spending a lot of time together, and we enjoy that. We have our own space in the home, or our own hobbies, and we come together for meals, or, you know, whatever the case might be, go to a movie, enjoy being together, but yet still give each other space to do what we enjoy doing. So anyway, so that's been the last couple of months. And like I said, I'll be updating some content here, especially from my travels in Turkey. That will be some of the first stuff I upload, and maybe some other content too as well. So anyway, hope everybody's well and be safe out there. Thank you.